Hey friends, it is day 29 of my month here in Mexico. Fred boy and I are heading back day after tomorrow. I'm genuinely devastated to be leaving. May or may not have shed one or two little tiny tears this morning when we started packing up, but the beauty is I can always come back. Up next, we're going to be tackling the East Coast. I'm going to be living in North Carolina for a couple of months, using that as my base, and exploring up and down the East Coast of the US and bringing those destinations to you. Today we're going to explore Mercado de Jamaica. This market offers different things such as fresh butcher meat and taco stands and things along those lines, but is particularly well known as the flower market. Every morning vendors literally truck bushels and barrels and bundles of the most exquisite fresh flowers. Everything from tulips to gladiolas to birds of paradise, you name it, they have it. Some of the flowers are then used on site to make incredible intricate arrangements. Some of them, I swear, were taller than me. So you could see them in a luxury hotel and a restaurant. I mean, who knows, maybe it's your wedding. Mercado de Jamaica, they'll hook you up. Before we dive into El Mercado de Jamaica, I wanted to answer a couple of questions about this beautiful piece of artwork behind me. A few people reached out wondering what it was, etc. Turns out it's called an amate. The amate are made in Puebla, which is outside of Mexico City, and also Veracruz. They use a pre-Hispanic technique, and it is this sort of bark paper that's handmade. Think of like papyrus or really heavy-duty handmade paper. That's the texture of the amate. Originally, the amate was used for codices and paintings and old-fashioned paper, whatever they needed way back then. And nowadays, you can see that the artisans, these families who've been doing this for generations and generations, actually hand carve and imprint the pieces. So each one is unique and 100% original. The cool part about this amate is that it's from a shop called San Pancho's, which has an Etsy shop that's based out of Dallas. So in case you can't, pop on a plane, come down to Puebla and shop for one in person, as awesome as that would be, you can have your own handcrafted amate in your house through this Etsy shop. I put a link in the description below. Check it out. While at the Mercado de Jamaica, we did also enjoy this food called varieties, which actually translates to sandals. It looks like a sandal, the shape of it. It's the corn tortilla style, but then it's a little bit thicker and it has a filling inside, and then you put carnitas on top and nopales, which are cactus. Absolutely delicious. We paired it with this drink called tepache, which is a fermented beverage, really nice and light and fizzy and fruity, very refreshing. A quick note, Mercado de Jamaica is not your typical tourist destination. I highly recommend going with a local guide. It's not really somewhere that I would just send you willy-nilly on your own, particularly on the weekends. I would go during a weekday, and please let me know if you do want a guide. I have someone that I would love to refer to you. So now, please enjoy some flowers from Mercado de Jamaica. Jamaica's and Mercado de Jamaica smells, it's outstanding. It's beautiful. If I could bottle it, put it into a perfume, I would be a bajillionaire. So long, Chanel number 5, it's Mercado de Jamaica now. Thank you so much for joining us. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, please drop me a comment below, reach out on social media, or of course, use the contact page on my website, becauseshecantravel.com. We're gonna go enjoy the last 2 nights here in Mexico City. Adios, amigos.